Hey everyone, Scipio here, and I'm still with my friend Scott, and we are halfway through putting on seat covers for his 2018 JL. These are Bartact seat covers. He has the leather interior, which means he has something super specially awesome happening in the back end. So go watch the previous video for that. But this video, we're doing the front seats. So let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna start with the driver's side, and the main difference between the driver's side and the passenger side, there's a little slot right here, and that's for this guy. So just don't accidentally put this on the other side. Other than that, they're pretty much identical. You do have cool little pockets up front here, which you can hide stuff. I don't care what you hide. All right. So these are going to go on actually really easy, and then we're going to use this elastic cord to tie everything down. But this is sort of the critical part here. So I'd say start with this to get that around there, and then everything else should fall into place. And then you have your little lever here. You're gonna go under that, get your cord through. So I'm gonna move that forward. So I'm gonna move this apron up out of the way so I can pull that tighter. This is gonna make for boring video. So the way I'm tying this, I can't show you because there's no way to get a camera under there, but I will show you how I did it before I do the next one. All right, once you've got that tied off, we can release the apron, and this can reattach. There's just some hooks down here. All right, there we go. There's the finished look here. Again, the real issue is make sure you use the one with the cutout for that knob. It slips around. All right, so I'm here underneath the back of the seat. I'm gonna loosen up these straps for the skirt here. And then when we pull that up out of the way, hopefully you can see here the back where I have that tied off. It's just tied off nice and tight. And then when the skirt folds down, it sort of just grabs hold of that. And then we'll put these back. All right, so to show you how I tied this on the back side, so they already have this loop here, which I'm gonna recreate, but what I wanna do is slip that through. So I'm gonna undo this, slip it through here first. And then do the same thing on the other side. So now after it's gone around the bottom of the seat, you have this, right? You pull it tight and you get this. And then I'm gonna basically take this side, make a loop like that. Then I run this through and pull it tight as I can. And all I have to do is do this to pull it tight. And then once it's tight, I just do a couple of half hitches to lock it in. Kind of like you're doing a tie down on a load on a truck. and then that will hold it nice and super tight. It's a lot easier than trying to do like a bow or something, you know, or even 2 overhand knots or something. This will allow you to really cinch it down. So that's what I'm doing that you can't see from underneath there. All right, so now we're moving to this side. Same exact thing, except easier because you don't have all that other stuff to mess with. And I just shove them in with my fingers. I have super strong martial arts fingers, so if you're weak, you probably can't do this. I'm just messing with you guys. I am awesome though. My lovely assistant is going to tie up that skirt for me to get it out of the way. It's probably not the first time you've been called a lovely assistant, is it? Come on, be truthful. Today?
Maybe today.
Maybe today. All right, that makes it a lot easier to get in here. And then grab that rope and pull it across on both sides. I'm threading this cord through these rear loops. And I'm wondering if it's possible to sort of get an angle that can be seen. All right, well, maybe I can show you this. So again, I'm gonna make that loop right there, pull this through it, and see how I can really crank down on that. I'm double checking my alignment of the front of the seat. Once I get it nice and tight, I can just pinch that right there and then run a couple of half hitches through there. This is really hard to do without getting in front of the camera. There we go, and it stays nice and springy tight. And then you can tuck this up out of the way or cut it. I just tuck it. We let the skirt down. Reconnect these to those little plastic hooks where they came from. There we go. Now your zippers here are going to sort of be half open, so just open them all the way up and then they'll fall into line and behave. That's the seat cushion bottoms for the front. They look nice. Man, that red stitching really looks nice. And now you have a secret stash. I won't tell anybody about this. You can hide all your unmentionables in there. All right, let's do the seat backs. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove these headrests, and to do that, you're basically squeezing on both sides and they should just pop right out. So depending on what you have going on the top, you might need to lean the seat back, make it easier, but anyway, get these off. All right, so because these have airbag compatible flaps, you're gonna make sure that you put them on the side where this flap is on the outside. And what that does, it's basically a breakaway flap. So if an airbag deploys, it just breaks away and the seat doesn't prevent the airbag from working. So we're gonna slip this over the top. Not like Sylvester Stallone over the top. But more like awesome jeeping over the top. And just gonna work this bad boy down. There's a lot of scooching involved in this process. Once you get over these side bolsters, it gets a lot easier. All right. And feel free, like I said, move things around to where it's easy to work with. But once you get through these bolsters here, it should be easier. There we go. There we go. Then get it straight. All right, and this flap I'm pushing in, again with my awesome man hands, but you can use a stick or a plastic tool or something. But remember, loosening this up will make a big difference. So sometimes just adjusting the angle gives you enough room to work. And then I'm coming down here and undoing the skirt because I need access to underneath it.
That's what she said.
Now I can pull from the back side. And actually Velcro it to the seat bottom. So the Bartact cushion bottom has Velcro that this will attach to. So that's cool. Once you get that part done, you can reattach the skirt, which is probably more likely what she said in the real world. And then that's just gonna Velcro down to the bottom of that, just like that. Again, just like before on the front, the zipper will be in the middle generally, and you just work it side to side and it will fall into shape. More hidey places right there. And then for the airbag side, it's just basically gonna tuck in. Just like that. All right, that looks nice. All right, now we have the scary part, and that is we have to cut holes for the headrest. So this is the part everybody hates because you're taking a knife to it. But the cool thing about this material is it's ripstop. It won't tear or run. So we're gonna make a little X up there, and don't worry about it. It's not gonna like fall apart. So let me grab a razor. All right, so for this, make sure you have everything where you want it. Make sure you have it exactly where you want it to go. And once you're sure about that, come back over here and feel for the two holes. There's one right here, and I'm just gonna cut that into that hole, and I'm gonna make an X. Now, how big of an X is just really as big as I need it to get this in there. So so you've got a lot of room here. So this whole area is what we're trying, is protected. So as long as you don't go outside of that area, you're okay. But you also don't want to cut up that piece either. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. And then we're stretching. I need to make it a little bit bigger. These are quite a bit bigger than the JKs. You can see how strong this material is, though. It's definitely not stretching or tearing. There we go. So I start out too small and then work my way bigger. And that's just my method, but there we go. That's what that's gonna look like. Now we'll do the other one. Just keep feeling. Don't lose track of where that hole is that you're trying to get around. You can always go bigger. It's kind of hard to go backwards. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And then these guys will just go right back down. All right, so for the headrest, we're just gonna slip this over the top. And then this is going to run in front of and stretch across and connect to the other side. And then this come up like that. And then just tuck these edges in. Just like that. Nice. Now we're going to do the passenger side, which probably no surprise, it's the same exact process. All right, in today's bonus round, we're going to install a console cover, matching stitching on this one as well. And this is just going to slip over the top. It's a snug fit, and then there's this Velcro. It's going to come down and attach across the front here. Just like that. All right, because I didn't lie to you, we're doing the passenger side, and it still is exactly the same as the driver's side. fun part. Get the X first, then you can work it out from there in baby steps. Again, I'm also trying to work hard not to put cut marks on the plastic underneath there, because that will be visible once we get this moved around. There we go. That. Boom. All right, so there we go. That is it. The front seats are now Bartactified. Yeah, that's a real word, look it up. And it looks nice and conveniently matches the rear seats. All right guys, that's it. That's the final install of the Bartact seat covers, both front and rear. So you can get these from bartact.com and you can't go wrong. Billions and billions of satisfied customers. And not only are they protective, they look freaking great. So anyway, thanks for letting me play with your Jeep.
Thanks for helping me out.
And till the next time, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.